Are you someone who struggles with low energy? You really want to lose weight, but you feel like you just don't have the time or the energy to do anything about it? One of the biggest barriers that my clients face when they come to me and they're talking about wanting to lose weight, but just not having the energy to get them where they want to be, is the fact that a lot of them just don't have the time or the energy to really get them to reach their goals in a way that they feel is effective. So, what I want to share with you today, if this resonates with you, are 3 simple, holistic eating guiding principles that you can start to incorporate into your routine right now that'll help kickstart your energy and your weight loss journey. And if you stick around until the end, I'll give you the one key thing that is really essential to bringing all of this together. Okay, tip number 1 is to develop some consistency around your meal times. I talked in one of my previous videos about how much our bodies love consistency and routine and knowing what to expect, and the same really holds true to what it is that we're feeding it. So many people are like really willy-nilly about their meal times, and I totally get it. Like sometimes you just can't anticipate when you're gonna be able to eat, or you have a super busy schedule that day, you're running all over the place. I understand, I have been there, and this is something that I really have to like get on top of myself with also, is having consistency around meal times. But you know, if you clicked on this video, you're probably someone who struggles a little bit with energy, and you're probably wondering why you can't lose like those last few pounds, or you're wondering why you can't kickstart your weight loss in an effective way. And honestly, like one of the best things that you can start doing right now is to just be more consistent with eating in general, not just meal times. It also applies to like the foods that you're eating, how much you're eating, you know, making sure that you're just not skipping meals. When you don't skip meals, it's going to give your body the fuel that it needs to give you the energy that you need to not only get through your day, but also to start chipping away at whatever strategies that you have in place to start your weight loss goals. And, you know, also when you push back meal times, even though you might not be conscious of it, it can start to add a little bit of stress to your body. You're feeling hunger, you're not fueling your body the way that it needs when it's asking for it. You clicked on this video because you're probably super busy and you're wondering how it is that you can start, addressing these concerns that you're having. So you're probably already a little bit stressed as it is anyway. The further that you push your meal times, the more inconsistent that you are, the more stress that your body's going to be under. And we all know about cortisol. It's going to add more stress to your body, and it's going to want to hold on to that weight a little bit harder. Number 2 is to stick to whole ingredient, single ingredient whole foods. What I mean by this is to stay away as best as you can from anything that comes in a package. I know it's really hard to do that when you're really busy. You might not have like a solid meal prepping time down, or whatever the case may be. If you do need help with that, or anything, ideas on how you can be a little bit more consistent with cooking meals at home, let me know. I'm more than happy to share some ideas with you. But a couple of reasons why you want to stay away from processed foods is packaged foods, even the ones that are labeled healthy, are going to have a lot of junk in them. And what I mean by junk in this case is things that are just not in a form that your body can easily process, digest, and use as fuel. Proper nutrition is fuel, is energy. Another reason why you want to go for single ingredient whole foods is because they are more nutritionally dense. And so when your body is lacking the proper nutrients, it's going to, regardless of the quantity of food that you're eating, your body is going to continue asking for those nutrients, and that's where the increased hunger levels and just the cravings start to kick in. So eating whole foods is going to really ensure that your body is energized properly. You're getting the nutrients that you need. Your body is getting those nutrients in a form that it could easily use. And the plus side is that you'll feel satisfied much longer and much faster eating these really nutriently dense foods than you would if you were eating more packaged and processed foods. Number 3 is to prioritize your protein. And this is regardless of whether or not you're someone who lifts weights, but it is especially true if you're someone who's trying to lose weight in general. Either way, both of these apply to you. Protein is so important. What many people don't realize is that not getting enough protein in your diet is going to lead to low energy. It's going to really be a detriment to any kind of weight loss or weight related goals. And it's actually going to make you feel hungrier. Not only that, but it can also easily mess with your immune system. It can lead to brain fog. It can cause all kinds of sleep issues, things that, from what I've seen in the clinic, a lot of people struggle with. And just making sure that you have more protein in your diet can be a pretty quick and easy fix to all of that. So please prioritize your protein. I speak from experience on this because I recently came back to prioritizing protein after taking a few years off. And I can honestly speak to the fact of how helpful adding protein back into my diet was to just start addressing some health issues that were kind of coming up for me. I'm very active, and within a few weeks of actually making an honest effort of hitting my protein goals, I noticed improvements in my energy. I noticed greater balance in my mental and emotional state. It was just easier for me to adapt to the stressors that were going on in my life. And it actually really helped with just overall helping me feel better and having the energy that I needed to start moving towards my own goals. And the huge plus side to that was that I was feeling a lot more satisfied with my meals. I found that I was not craving all of the things that I was craving before. It was a lot easier for me to just stick to the meals that I had planned already for that day. So if you've never taken into consideration how much protein you're having, I really do highly encourage you to do so. Even if it's the only thing that you decide to track, make sure that you're getting at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You can easily find a meal tracker. I use MyFitnessPal. I've been using it for many years. It's super easy for you to go in there and kind of set up what you want your macronutrient goals to be. And especially if you're just starting off, I feel like a really great rule of thumb is to just go for 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal, especially if you're only having about 3 to 4 meals a day. So plug in that protein goal and build the rest of your meals around that. It's really easy way to just get started with the whole macro counting thing. And again, even if protein is the only macro that you decide to track, it is going to be super helpful for both energy and weight loss. And if you watched this far, I told you that I would give you the key to bringing all of this together. And honestly, it probably doesn't sound that exciting, but I can guarantee that you will notice some really powerful effects from incorporating this one thing, and that is mindfulness. With mindfulness, especially as it relates to eating, you're just paying attention to how foods make you feel, when it is that you're hungry, how you feel not only during the meal, but before and after. All of those things are going to start connecting you a little bit deeper with your food habits, the foods that you're eating, and really it's going to help you make better food choices along the way because you're going to pay attention to how those foods make you feel. At the end of the day, everybody is unique, and what works for me might not work for you and for the next person. Everyone's a little bit different. Your body is going to need different things depending on your activity levels, depending on your goals, but bringing some mindfulness into the way that you're eating is really going to be crucial for weight loss. So with mindfulness, that's where the holistic principle really starts to kick in, is because it's going to have not just an effect on these goals that we're talking about right now, which is energy and weight loss, but it's also going to have a trickle effect into the rest of your life. and it's going to help you reach all of your other goals much faster too. Okay, so don't forget, consistency with meal times, single ingredient, whole foods, protein, and mindfulness. Mindfulness. You get it. Try this out for a couple of weeks, incorporate it, let me know how you're feeling. I can guarantee that you'll see the difference. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.